What's up guys, Azura here. It's been a while since I last uploaded a video. The mod of Neverwinter has been quite dead for quite some time now, in my opinion. We got some pretty heavy bugs in the beginning. We know people were exploiting the last boss. People were getting the master currency from the baby version, from the normal version for the advanced version. So yeah, people got what they needed quite fast. I still need some of the things because I'm trying to build 4 healers at the same time, so it's quite hard. I usually get burned out really quickly, so I'm missing the gloves from the cleric, which is not a big deal. And for the bard, I own you the build still, and I'm missing the weapons. I can buy the weapons, but I'm waiting to see. We're all waiting to see what the next module will be. Usually they keep the same theme throughout a couple modules, so hopefully the next dungeon we get, it's a dungeon for sure, but hopefully it's a dungeon in the wild space, so we can use the weapons, and they're probably going to be bastions locked in there. But enough of that. I just wanted to make a quick video about something that, to be fair, must have changed last year. I think they made a change to healing word. So the initial heal of the healing word, it's no longer considered a single target heal. It's now a multi-target heal. And for that reason, I know people usually run with the Miracle Creep boots on the module 26. The last module, they were using those boots to get the buff. It no longer works with the healing word, as you can see. It no longer works. You would have to use Soothe to activate Miracle Crit. I just did. But I made a video because now what's happening is that we are triggering the Benediction Ring. And yeah, with the healing word, because now it's considered a healing AoE, the healing word. And for some reason, regardless of the number of people you are healing at the same time, this buff is triggering. The the presence of the companion we here alone would make this not trigger, but because the healing word is healing the companions right now, but it's triggering even then. If I summon the guys here, it's gonna trigger as well. So regardless of the number of people you hit, you trigger that for 5 seconds. Much like the Miracle Creep boots, I don't think the uptime of this is great, considering it's only 5 seconds and the healing word it lasts for 18 seconds. So even though you kind of use the healing word more times, you don't wait for the 18 seconds to fully run out most of the times, but the uptime is not great. But it's a viable option, man. If you in the trial, for example, and the other healer is using the Grace Ring, which I normally run with here for the debuff, you should run this, guys. There's no reason to go full heal, use the new artifact set and everything. Use a debuff, especially the cleric. The cleric class is being looked over because it doesn't have enough debuffs. It only heals. And the content we are running usually don't need that much healing, so the class is being left behind for that reason alone. So use your debuffs. Use the Merlin set, use the Apocalypse set, is useful as well, it's the same thing. Use the Vistani. Use whatever your item level allows you to use, but use the debuff. We don't have the same chess piece that the Bard and the Warlock have. You only have the artifact set in the ring. That's the only things we can use. So if you're in a trial, the other healer is using the debuff, which I don't see healers other than me using. It's very rare for some reason. And if if they are using, if a DPS is using, even a tank can use the Grace Ring, to be fair. You can change for the Benediction. It's just something extra to, top up the players that don't have the power or the combat advantage capped. So the video is just about that. I talked a lot already. Yeah, don't forget to use the debuffs, guys. If you're a cleric, especially, people put over the bard in front of the cleric just because it has the storyteller buff and it has the buffing capabilities and everything. Cleric is on the bottom, guys. It only heals. It heals a lot, but we don't need that much healing. So use your debuffs. Don't forget about that. Now we have another one that we can use. I told you on my build video as well that we can use a glove that we can get from the the Demon Epics campaign from the hunts. I wouldn't go out of my way to farm it, but if you're doing the hunts, if you come across these gloves, this is another thing you can use. It's another minor debuff. And don't worry, man. If you follow the builds that we're putting here, you're gonna cap your stats anyway. You're gonna be good to heal and everything. Just the only thing that you have to manage is your item level. You still have to be allowed to play the counter that you're striving for. So at the moment it's 85, I think, 85,000 item level for the Master Defensive Moondancer. The next module is probably gonna be 90k. So I'm still on the top of, higher than that with all the stuff here. Even if I used Apocalypse here, I still higher than the 90k item level. Granted, I do have a bunch of stuff. I do have the mythic mounts and mythic colors, all mythic. But yeah, you just have to be careful with that, with the item level. Let's see here. I don't have the Apocalypse dagger with me here. Yeah, that's why it was important as well. I only am 90k with those low item level artifacts if the dungeon is in wild space, and I can use those weapons because they are really high item level. If I need to use any other weapon, I'm probably gonna have to use the higher artifact set, which is the Merilith. I don't have that yet with all the classes, but if I must, I will farm for it. It's a little bit of pain to grind the hunts there, but it is what it is, guys. So thanks for watching and see you around.